Greetings everyone, this is LIGHTSTAR and I'm wearing silver today for a very specific reason and you'll find out why. But I'm going to be sharing about my highly anticipated Magical Dimensions Oracle Cards and Activators deck that is going to be out, and now it's in second edition. So the second edition is finally ready to be shared, and so I'm going to share all about the deck and all of the new stuff in the deck, everything that is different from the first edition, and we're going to go through all this fun stuff together. So it's just, you guys are going to be just blown away, because I know I've been waiting for this for so long, and a lot of you guys have too. And we had a few stumbling blocks with delays along the way, but we're getting closer, and I want to share with the advanced copy that I received. So I'm going to show all of what it really looks like in the final version. So let's get into it right now. Hey everyone, this is LIGHTSTAR, and I am thrilled to share today about the second edition of my Magical Dimensions Oracle Cards and Activators deck that I have just completed and got the advanced copy, so I know what it looks like now, and I'm going to share it with you. So we're going to talk all about this today. I'm super excited about this. This is a long time waiting. I know that many of you have gotten the first edition, and now this is the second edition. So I'm going to share the differences between them and what's going on with all that good stuff. So we're going to go through that, but beautiful deck. For those of you who have already used my deck for many years, it's bestseller now for 5 years, and it is incredible, awesome, and beautiful deck. But it got an upgrade after all these years, and I've added some cards in here, and so I'm just gonna talk about this a little bit. But first of all, I'm sharing the box. This is what it looks like. Okay, super awesome. And this deck is available on pre-order at the moment. It will also be available after it comes in. We are estimating early 2023 as to when the shipping will come, but you can place your pre-order and reserve your copy now. And it will, it's caught up to my Celestial Frequencies second deck that will basically be shipping around the same time. It was supposed to, the Celestial Frequencies was supposed to come out last in the summer, and now it actually has come out around the same time as this one. So that's just the way things go. But let me share a little bit about the deck. Now, first I want to talk about the box, because there was a change to the box from the last one. As many of you guys will remember, my first edition box has this one way, well, you'll know the difference too, is the box. It looks kind of similar, but it had that ribbon tab. Okay, so it pulled open with the ribbons. Okay, ribbon pull open. This box that we have in the second edition does not have that ribbon pull, but it is a magnetic wraparound box, so it's a lot more sturdy, and I found that sometimes those ribbons would get crushed every time I open and close the box. So this is a new improved. The box is a little bit sturdier, and it's a magnetic closure box, so it snaps closed and it stays really nice and tight in there. So that's kind of a new change and upgrade. The other new thing that's different is the background graphics on the box are a little bit different too. I've sort of changed that, and some of the things that are a little bit different on the box. Obviously the text on the back of the box, you'll notice it's very high gloss, very sheen, very shiny, very sturdy, and beautiful box. So that is what the box looks like. I just wanted to share a few of the changes there. Obviously you'll know it says second edition right on the front there, so you can't miss that. And it says second edition all around the sides. So that's how you'll know the difference on the box itself. Now, I'm gonna lift this open and share. Sorry if it gets shiny and I'm trying to not do the glare, but I can see it's glaring a little bit on the light. But We have the same beautiful cleansing symbol that I had in the first edition. That is still in here, and it's just been updated with the background graphics, and that is very, very cool. And so, and we also still have, well, actually, let me talk about this first, and then I'm going to go through, that's what it looks like, but we'll get to that. But I also want to share that there is an additional symbol that I've added. It's a dragon symbol, and I've added this to the inside of the box. So you get the cleansing with when you keep your cards in the box. You don't have to do that, but it will cleanse your deck. So that's what that's for. And also on the bottom, this is like a rebalancing symbol that I've added in there. So you've got cleansing and rebalancing both in here. So that's pretty cool. The finger holes of the card box itself were kind of improved, so it's easier to get the cards in and out of the box, which is really super cool. So that is something that is additional to the deck, or to the box of the deck. And so it's very beautiful, very sturdy, okay? So, and it snaps closed just like that. Great box. And you can use this box as a keepsake, just like the other deck. I sort of marketed this as a double, it's like a double usage, where you can actually take your cards out, store them in a velvet box, or I'm sorry, velvet bag, store them in a velvet bag or box or whatever you like, and then you can store jewelry and crystals, and you can charge them up and cleanse them in this area right here. And so it's like a double use for the box, which I think is very, very cool. So that is the box. When we talk about the cards, now I want to share a lot of the new updates to the cards. I'm probably going to do another video where I go through every card or something, but at the moment I just want to share the cards, okay? So I'm going to talk about the front facing cards. And when you get them, you'll have a band around the cards. Okay, it's a little plastic band that keeps your cards in there. I'm going to take that off for now so we can share. And on the front of the cards, so first of all, I've added 11 new images to the deck. So now instead of 44 cards, you will have 55 cards. And the 11 new images, completely new. I also have revised 2 of the images in here. It's going to be card number 2, that was attachment, and card number 17, which is Gaian Awakening. And those have been revised and updated. Also, we have on here some of the new, I'm just going to take a few of these, not the whole thing, so I can show you. So we have a few different changes to the front facing cards themselves. And basically some of the keywords on, there's a subtitle, and they're very shiny. Okay, I'm gonna get to that. They're very upgraded cards, okay? So the border on them, I've given you less of a border to increase the real estate of the image itself on the cards. So we've taken away some of the border because it was a little bigger on the first edition. And then we've also changed the font styling so that it's easier to, it's actually a lot easier to read the keyword, the main keyword, and then the keywords underneath. So we've done that and updated it. It also has a different border that's color, slightly different color of blue. It's not a huge difference with the color, but some of that is a little bit different. And we've also changed a couple of the words on the, there's 3 words underneath the card itself, and they're, sub keywords, if you will, to help you with your interpretations of your readings. But some of them have changed. I'm not going to go through all of them, but just know that some of them have actually changed, okay? Now, the reason why I also was doing this slight border change on this, and the text is silver on these, but on my Celestial Frequencies deck, the border styling is now very similar, so it will be like a nice little seamless integration, because you can integrate the second edition with the second Oracle deck, which is the Celestial Frequencies. I'll talk about that in a little bit. But I just want to share, you can actually integrate these together, and that's what they were. You can use them separately, those decks, but you can also integrate them together. And so, well, let's share that right now, just so you can see that, what I'm talking about. And this is the Celestial Frequencies deck. Again, also on pre-order right now. And then when the deck comes in, obviously you'll be able to buy it, but you can purchase it on pre-order status now. And it'll be shipping in around the same time as the Magical Dimensions. And I'm gonna do another video of the Celestial Frequencies, but I just wanted to show you that what I mean about mixing the two decks together, okay? Because they have, let me take the little band off here on the Celestial Frequencies. And as you can see, there is a similarity between, I have this upside down, sorry. There is a similarity here between the styling of the cards themselves on the front. So the borders are all the same. The only differences you'll see on the cards are going to be the color of the border itself. The Magical Dimension second edition has like a blue bordering on the around it, and the Celestial Frequencies has a purplish border around it. And you're also going to see a designator icon that is in the Celestial Frequencies that is not on the Magical Dimensions, and I will explain that in my Celestial Frequencies video, but that is the difference. And let's go to the back. Okay, so when we talk about the back of the Magical Dimensions now, the second edition, there has been an upgrade to the back. Let me explain. I initially was going to have this deck gilded edges, and that was very exciting. I thought we were going to do that, but what happened was we couldn't do the gilded edges. The first advance came back, and it just didn't work because they basically the printer printed, and the vendor and my publisher actually, they chose this thin paper stock, so the gilding looked nice, but the paper itself on the cards were very, very thin, and I didn't like that at all. And so what I asked to see if we could get thicker cards, just like my first edition Magical Dimensions, the card decks, cards were really thick and nice and glossy, and I wanted that because they last forever, longevity. And so they told me they couldn't do the gilding with the thicker cards because they had a lot of problems with them sticking together and tearing and everything. So they kind of gave me a choice whether I do the thin cards with the gilding or the thicker cards without the gilding. And I wanted the thicker cards without the gilding, except I wanted some other treatment to make up for that. So what we did is we put a beautiful, if you can see this, reflective metallic gold, this is a silver foiling on the back of the cards. So as you can see, it's got very reflective quality to it. And there is the silver is just absolutely beautiful. You guys were gonna love this. It's so great. So I was very happy with this. I think it looks just incredible. Something I want to mention though is about if you guys would like to do your own gilding of the edges on your card decks, there are a lot of YouTube videos that I found out there about how to gild your own decks. And so you can actually take a metallic pen or also just a colored pen. Maybe you want to do purple or blue or something for the edges. There's actually a lot of videos on there. I'm going to come back and I might do that myself because I thought it was a cool idea anyway to get your decks gilded. And so there's ways that you do it, and I think you have to do it individually. You can't just take a pen and just do that because it gets messed up. You have to actually do them individually along the edge of the cards, but it could really enhance it, and then you could get gilding regardless. If we didn't get it printed that way, you can actually do it yourself. So I'm going to come back on if I do it myself, or if any of you guys have videos that you know about, just share them and share them to other people also. But you can actually try them and try that out and see how that works, because I think some people have had some good success with the colored gilding. So I just thought I'd throw that in there to see if anyone would want to do that, and let me know how it goes if you do. And if you were to mix the decks together in terms of the Celestial Frequencies and Magical Dimensions, you will see that you'll get a gold and silver energy here. So the frequencies of gold and silver will be very much into effect if you mix the decks together on the backs. And obviously you're picking cards, you always look at the backs, and there's a whole different activation for the celestial frequencies on the back of the cards. But just wanted to share that these are the main updates I'm going through. And what you can do with these is probably just beyond, right? So that's kind of the cards. Again, they're nice, thick cards. They're not flimsy. They have the same thickness as the first edition, same high gloss, same everything. It's just you've got the added silver border bonus on the back, same butterfly effect and image on the back for this one. And so let me share a little bit about the guidebook too, which is really the same as it looks the same as far as everything, except for it says second edition on here, except I have upgraded the graphics. So there's a lot of different and new graphics in here that I have put into the deck. There's new content in here as well in several places and several areas of the book. There's different content. There is new, like I said, new graphics I've added, and it's just beautiful. It's also very high gloss, high color booklet, and it is just stunning on the book. Now, for those of you using the spreads and the activators, I've included a whole nother 3 new oracle spreads and 3 new activator grids, which are also in here. And so that brings it to a total of 9 oracle spreads and 6 activator grids for you, because I've added the few new ones in here to the book. So lots of information and awesomeness in this book. The detailed descriptions of each card are in here for you. There has been some updates to that part of it. There's some changes to the companion crystals and essential oils. There may have been some changes to those crystals and the oils. So when you get that, there might be some things that are a little different or have changed in that section right there, but basically it's all the same. And the 11 new images, which are actually starting from 45 through 55, are all in here as well. So there's some new for you. All the new cards are in there. Again, 55 cards and all of that good stuff. So I am just so excited for you guys to get this deck. You are gonna absolutely just love it. It is, if you are using the Magical Dimensions 1, I wanted to share some of the things that are new about it, just so you'd say, well, why do I need to upgrade? And if you're using the Magical Dimensions first edition, that's fine. If you are going to get the Celestial Frequencies deck and you want to mix them together, they will look a lot more seamless, you know, if you do this one, the second edition, and then the Celestial Frequencies, because I keep having them upside down, because they will actually match as far as on the facing, and they'll have that beautiful gold and silver. So there is a difference there. Plus, again, you'll have 11 extra cards. 2 of the cards have been updated, and lots of new content in the book. And the box is obviously different, so I talked about that. So I'm super excited for you guys to get this deck. It is just beyond beautiful and gorgeous, and you guys are going to absolutely love working with this deck if you're not already working with it. The activator layout grids are incredible to also work with. And so what I want to say just lastly is about purchasing a couple of notes. I would love it if you guys would please support me, as yes, I am the creator, the artist, the author, everything of this deck. Some people have asked in the past and didn't know that I was actually the artist. So I'm telling you, yes, all the artwork, it's all my attunement art. And so, yes, I would appreciate if you guys would like to purchase it. Please purchase it on my website, because that's where I get supported, okay? For the pre-orders and for the orders itself is on my website. So you also will find my decks that I sell on Etsy, except for the second edition and the Celestial Frequencies won't be on Etsy until the shipment comes in around the first of the year. Then I can put it up because I can't put it up yet until it actually is able to ship. So that will be coming soon to Etsy. But you can also purchase, like I said, you can purchase the pre-orders of the decks though on my website at lightstarcreations.com. And I also want to mention the first edition of the Magical Dimensions will probably be on my site for a little while, but the second edition is going to replace the first edition, okay? It's totally going to replace it. So the first edition will be phasing out, and so I don't know exactly when or whatnot. If you even don't see it on my website right now, I'm not sure at this point. So that's going to replace it, just so you know. And but you can still use, if you're going to get the second edition and you have the first edition, use the first edition for the grids, for the activator grids, and then use these cards, this one for your readings and also for grids. If you would like to get 2 of them, I always recommend getting 2 decks, one for your grids and one for your layouts for your readings. So that's just a really good thing, because then you don't have to keep tearing apart your grids, your activator grids, to do your daily readings and things like that. So that's why it's good to have the 2 decks anyway. And so that's what I wanted to share about that. The other thing I wanted to share is I do international shipping worldwide on my site too, to most, but not all countries, but most. You'll see if it doesn't go there. And same with Etsy. There's a couple countries I can't ship to at the moment, so you can always check on there. If you do purchase on Amazon and other booksellers that are online, just know, again, that's why I was suggesting that if you could support my way, because I don't really make anything on there. It's like pennies on the dollar. It's maybe 20 cents, maybe $1 if I'm lucky. And I only get paid twice a year for those things. The Amazon accounts are not my account. I really want to make that clear, because I get a lot of people, even though my name says LightStar on the author as on the Amazon accounts, it is not something I manage. I don't have control over it. It's the publisher, and I don't really make, like I said, I make the 20 cents, maybe $1 if you purchase on there. So if you can purchase from my site, I understand if it's too much as far as shipping, because I can't really compete with that. But so if you have to get it wherever you can get it. That's the most important thing. But if you do want to support the artist and all of that, then please purchase it on my website, because I don't make anything off the other places. So I just wanted to make that clear, because it's probably not super clear on that. So I guess that's pretty much it. I wanted to share all of this. If you also want to order any of the prints for like the actual prints of any of the images that you see on here, I also have art prints of all of my artwork. So again, lightstarcreations.com is where you will get those, and you can check that and purchase any of the art prints on different kinds of materials that I have over there. So you can check that out. And so that is what I wanted to share, all the updates and all the new stuff that's coming with the second edition of the Magical Dimensions. It is again available on pre-order right now. And then as the deck comes in, we're estimating around the early 2023. And if anything changes, check my website on the page, because I usually put a notice on there on the product page about any updates with that, or if anything changes with that as well. And so it is my pleasure to bring this to the world. This deck has just been such a blessing, and such a blessing to a lot of you out there who I know have the first edition. But now we've got an upgraded second edition. I highly recommend that you get it and replace your first edition, and then just use the first edition for backup decks, your activator grids, or other types of things that you want to use it for. Lots of different options there. So with that said, I love you guys, and I will see you guys soon. I'll come on here and do some more videos if you like, with more content on the deck itself. and maybe, and also check out the Celestial Frequencies deck, which also will have a video of its own, and you'll see all the beautiful art there as well with that deck. Now, if you guys would like to work with me privately, I have so many different types of sessions and products and different things I can help you with. So you can go on to my website where I have all of my different sessions that I have. And also you can obviously purchase all of my artwork and oracle decks. I have my music activation, which the White Swan 555, just to point out, it's my newest one. And that one is just amazing. Solfeggio, frequency tones, that help to heal. It's so powerful. And I have a lot of different things that on there, private, I have art sessions, custom art, custom different music, custom audio, custom, a lot of different custom stuff. So go check it out over there. And if there's anything I can help you out with, again, with any of my private sessions, please feel free to check all of that stuff out. I hope you guys are enjoying this content, and if you are, or if you're new, please consider subscribing to my channel here, and you can hit the YouTube subscribe button or anywhere else that you're seeing it on. YouTube likes to call it subscribe. I like to call it joining the tribe. And also I'm on other platforms, so do the same over there. Also give it a thumbs up. And also share this video if you know anyone that might be interested in, especially the Magical Dimensions Oracle deck or my Celestial Frequencies deck. Please share the video out to them. Please also comment and let me know what you think. I love to interact with you guys on my channel. Usually where I do that is on YouTube. So if you want to do that, that would be awesome. And for any of you who would like to donate to my work, I so appreciate all of you so far who have. And if you do donate to my work, I have a page on my website for donations, and it has many different ways that you can donate. I have a vibrational giving. You can become a patron. You can do many different things. You can just pay whatever you like. So go on to that page, and I'd sure appreciate it if you would donate to my work and all of that. And I thank you so much for everybody who already has done that. I love you guys. And when you do donate, I actually send you guys back a little light language blessing from my heart to yours that I do just as I see them come in, and I send those out to you just remotely. And so thank you very much for all of that, and I love you guys, and I'll see you soon.